Well, hello to my brothers and sisters and cousins and friends. Welcome to Janaki Tech, where I share course careers insights to the over 50 crowd. Let me start first by saying thank you. Thank you for showing up and viewing my content, viewing my videos. I really appreciate that you find it beneficial to spend your time with me. Thank you so much. As I have asked for in the past, I ask that you do that YouTube thing, which is to like, share, and subscribe to this video. It helps me to get my message out to others who may be interested in learning about course careers, especially those who are in my group, which is the over 50 crowd. If you look in my description box below, you will find a link that you can use that will actually take you to Course Careers so that you can explore that online educational space that will help you to get into the tech industry. The courses are very good. I've only taken the sales technology course. That's the one I focused on. But there's also a digital marketing and an information tech course as well. And all of these courses, they cost $499 each. And if you'd like, if you use my coupon, which is Janaki50, you can actually get $50 off of the cost of the course. So instead of paying $499, you will pay $449. So my code, my Course Careers code is JINAKI50. That's Janaki50. So I do hope that you are inspired by these videos and you go ahead and take up that opportunity to explore course careers and go ahead and sign up for a class. The curriculum is very, very good. I really, really enjoyed my experience. I completed my course in 7 days. You don't have to do it that quickly. I wasn't even trying to rush, but that's what happened with my experience. And today, in this video, I want to share with you kind of briefly what I went through or how I navigated through the Course Careers curriculum, and actually how I actually heard about it. I was watching a internet talk show, I guess I can call it that, called The Table with Anthony O'Neill. And on that show, he interviewed lots of people, different people. He has different topics on the show, but he mainly focuses on building generational wealth. And one of the topics that he focused on was people that got into the tech industry, because he believes that the tech industry, as well as content creation, is a way that you can really generate wealth for yourself and for your family and leave a legacy. So there are two companies that he partnered with, or he sponsors or talks about. One is called Bethel Tech and one is called Course Careers. Now, as I watched his show and saw his different interviews and so forth, I did hear about Course Careers, but it kind of went in one ear and went out the other. So a little while, after viewing his videos, I needed to break into something. If you listen to my last videos, you know that I was in the educational field. I was a teacher in the public school system. And teaching is a very rewarding profession. You get to change lives. You get to, in my case, get to teach the children their basics and start them out in that beginning part of their academic career, because I taught kindergarten. So that is very rewarding, but it can also be taxing, and I'm getting older, so I need something different. So I ended up exploring this tech space due to watching Anthony O'Neill. So as I said previously, the Course Careers kind of went in one ear and then went out the next. And somehow I kind of looped back around to Course Careers, and I said, hey, why don't I check this out? And so I did. I did my research. I went on the website to see what they were about. And then my major research was looking at the different people that actually took course careers. I started with folks that Anthony O'Neill interviewed, people like the Whartons. I think I'm pronouncing their name right. Then there's a young lady named Paris Smith. I looked into her. And there was a other gentleman. His name escapes me right now. I'm so sorry. His name escapes me. But anyway, I looked into all these different people, several people, and everyone said good things about course careers. No one had anything negative to say about it. Not really. Maybe a challenge they might present, but no one did. So I went ahead and decided, you know what? I'm going to bite the bullet. I'm going to go ahead and see what this tech space is all about. They said I can make money, and of course you want to make some money now. Let's be honest with ourselves. And I can actually work remote, work from my home, and that was very interesting to me. So I went ahead and I purchased the sales technology course, or technology sales course, and it is a self-paced course. You don't have to rush. The course is mixed with videos. The teacher is using videos to teach, and still shots and text, and that's the presentation. And you also have quizzes that you'll take, and then at the end there's a practice exam that you can take, and your final exam. And this way you can get your certificate from CourseCareers once you pass your final exam, a particular grade. You have to make a 70 or above. I thought that was great. And the thing about CourseCareers is that it's connected to different businesses that can look in their database and see the students that actually took the course and the grade that they make, and see their resume, etc. So there's a way that you can actually connect to getting a job. You still have to do the work, but you can connect to that. But I'll get to that down the line. So anyway, with my course careers, it took me 7 days to finish the course because I have the benefit or advantage of not having to go to a job. Okay, the course is divided into several sections, and I really took my time. I viewed the videos, the lectures that they had, and I would go back and review it. That's one of the things that I did. I took my time and I made sure I understood what was going on, the gist. I tried to get the gist of what he was talking about. One of the things he tells you to do, and he means Trent Dressel. He's the actual instructor for the most part. There are 3 books that you have to get. One is How to Win Friends and Influence People. I hope I'm saying it right. The other one is Fanatical Prospecting, and the last one is Spin Selling. And he advised to get the books, in the very beginning, but I did not. And so when it was time to get to that section on the books, I had to go ahead and look at the quizzes and see what they were about, and then go back and take the lessons that he had on the books so that I can have an understanding of what the books were about, because I didn't have them at first. And I also used Google for anything that I did not understand or I needed some more information on, just so I can get the information to understand the quiz questions or understand further what he was talking about. Then once I received the book, then I started doing some reading. I did not complete reading all of the books at this point. At the recording of this video, I did not finish, but I did read some of the books. So that's how I did it with How to Win Friends and Influence People. I think I'm saying it, the book title correctly. And then also with Fanatical Prospecting. That's how I did it with those books. So the lessons that he has on those books were done very well. I thought he broke it down very well. He broke the chapters down very well. I do advise that you still get the books. You can do the course and pass the test without actually reading all of the books. It's possible, especially if you're a good test taker, and especially if you have a gist and an understanding of the material. You can do that, but I still advise that you get the book, because you can always use that information down the line. You can always use that information to better grasp the industry and better grasp what it takes to be a good salesperson. So anyway, I started the curriculum on June the 2nd, and then I finished on June the 8th. So it took me 7 days. And then on the 9th of June, I decided to take a break, a mental break. That was the plan. And then the 10th, I think that was the Saturday, I ended up running some errands, and that took that whole day out. And then the 11th came along, and that was Sunday. And I was like, well, it's Sunday, you know. And I kind of relaxed a bit on that. I didn't want to just really study. But then I ended up in the evening on Sunday studying. I went back and reviewed my notes. One thing that I did when I was going through taking the course was I took notes, written notes. I wrote things down in my notebook. That worked for me. Maybe about, I don't know, 10, 20 pages of notes. I don't know how many pages, but I took good notes. So on that Sunday evening, when I decided to study before the test, I went through my notes and I focused on things like the different diagrams that they had in there. I focused on what BANT was and what spin selling meant. I focused on the different areas like prospecting and outreach and discovery. What did it really mean? And then what fell under the area of discovery, which was the BANT and the spin. I tried to make sure I could, if someone were to ask me questions, I can actually speak it back to them. I can actually say it for myself what these things were. So that was one of my ways of actually studying. I actually said it out loud. I said it out loud as if I were explaining it to someone. Some concepts, I decided to take them and how should I say it? Instead of defining it in these technical terms, I try to find examples in life that I can relate it to. Like what I did with terms was I tried to relate it to situations, just everyday situations, so that it would make sense to me. Okay? I hope that's making sense to you. That's what I did with that. And then part of my study as well was I did the practice exam. I did the practice exam twice. I recommend that you do the practice exam. Do it as many times as you need to. It's unlimited. I only did it twice because I wanted to get the feel of what the test was going to be like. I wanted to get the feel of what setting up physically for the test, what it required, what that was like, how it felt to just sit there and take the test online. I wanted to get that feel, and the practice exam sets you up for it very well. The test itself consists of multiple choice questions, the practice exam as well as the real final exam. There are also fill in the blank questions, and there are also questions that you have to respond to. You're going to record it over your computer, your response. And you can erase it and record over your response as many times as you want to if you didn't think you got it just right. So that's what the test is mainly made up of. I had about maybe 51, 52 total questions in all. That includes the fill in the blanks and the oral responses. And the points, each question is worth a particular amount of points. You find that the multiple choice are worth maybe 1 or 2 points. It just depends. Your oral answers, those may be worth 4 points, might be worth 10 points. So it just all depends. Overall, it's based on 100% scale, but there were less than 100 questions. I had about 84, 88 questions. So it's not going to average out to 1 point per question. It's not going to average out if you want to do averages. After you take that final, you will get your results for the multiple choice. How many you got correct, and even which ones you got correct and what the correct answer was. And then you will get, you'll have to wait. Mine said up to 72 hours for the results of the other portions of the test. I got mine the next day. So that Monday, I know I'm going a little back and forth. I hope I'm not confusing you. Sunday night, I studied my notes. And then Monday morning into the afternoon, I studied my notes. Everything, all that I had. Anything that was not clear, I went over it again. And like I said, I explained it out loud. And then in the evening, that Monday evening, I took the test. So that was over a period of, I guess you can say 10 days I completed. From June 2nd to June the 12th. I completed my test on June the 12th. And then on the 13th, I got my final results. And I got a passing grade. I wanted a higher grade, but I got a high grade. I just wanted a little bit higher. But I didn't see the sense in having to take it over again because the grade was pretty high. So I was pleased with it. So that's basically what I've done from beginning to end. I can get into more specifics in a future video. I really didn't want to take too long, but I see my timer is just ticking away. So I hope that helps you to understand how I finished everything in the, I guess 11 days, really. With the test and everything included. But don't rush. You don't have to rush. Your situation may be totally different from mine, and that's fine. It's not about rushing. I wasn't even thinking about rushing. It's just the way the things turned out for me, you know. So I want to encourage you, my 50 and over group, as well as anyone else. You don't have to be 50 and over to listen to me. I hope this encourages you to take that step, or take the plunge, however you want to look at it, into Course Careers. It's really worthwhile. I really feel it's worthwhile. I got a lot out of it. And now I'm into the interviewing stage. And I will tell you about that in another video as well. So thank you so much, my brothers and sisters and cousins and friends, for joining me. Like I said in the beginning, I appreciate it very much if you would like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Visit Course Careers. You can look in the description box and you will see a direct link to it. Just follow that link to Course Careers, and then you will also see my coupon for $50 off. And my coupon code is Janaki50. That's JINAKI 50. Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to speaking to you again in the next video. Bye-bye.